A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. It's Monday, April 4th. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. Both Congressman Sean Patrick Maloney and Antonio Delgado voted in favor of the Affordable Insulin Now Act, legislation to cap the out-of-pocket cost of insulin at $35 per month in Medicare Part D and commercial health insurance. The measure will also need approval in the Senate before being sent to the president's desk for his signature. Maloney said it's unacceptable that people face sky-high prices for medication like insulin.
Right now, there's no cap, and people are paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month, maybe $4,000 a year, I've read. So this is a big deal, and it will help so many New Yorkers, 1 million New Yorkers, in fact, who are diabetic, so many right here in the Hudson Valley. So the Affordable Insulin Now Act is pivotal legislation that's long overdue.
If signed into law beginning in 2023, it would require private health plans to cover at least one of each type of dosage form of insulin and caps cost sharing for a 30-day supply at the lesser of $35 or 25% of a plan's negotiated price. A fight between 5 female students attending Middletown High School on Friday resulted in the building being put in hold-in-place status. Superintendent of Schools Amy Creedon told Mid-Hudson News that the brawl, which lasted about 8 minutes, stemmed from an argument. A video recorded by a student who witnessed the event shows at least one security guard breaking up the fight, believed to have involved 3 sisters fighting with 2 other girls. Creedon says contrary to rumors, there were no parents or weapons involved. All 5 girls will be facing superintendent hearings as per the school district's code of conduct. A cemetery containing the remains of former black slaves was unearthed near Broadway and Robinson Avenue. The more than 100 partial sets of remains were taken to SUNY New Paltz for study and analysis and are still there to this day. The Newburgh City Council is presently mulling over how and where to give them a proper burial back in the city, says Mayor Torrance Harvey.
The city planning department is working on budget for me, and the council. So figuring out an estimated budget on how much it would cost to transport these remains from SUNY New Paltz in a very strategic and a very careful way and reintern them in Downing Park.
The mayor said some members of the Downing Park Planning Committee are not sold on placing the memorial in the park, but he noted the final decision will be up to the city council. More news in just a moment.
Galleria at Crystal Run is hosting a job fair event Thursday, April 14th from 11 to 3 in Center Court. Employers from a variety of industries such as Legoland New York, Resorts World Catskills, Amazon, Keller Williams, 110 Grill, DSW, Target, and many more will be in attendance looking for candidates at all skill levels. This is a free event for all job seekers to attend, so make sure to bring those resumes and dress for your success. If interested in participating in the Get Hired Job Fair event Thursday, April 14th, contact the Galleria at Crystal Run or visit GalleriaCrystalRun.com.
Gardner's Democratic Committee hosted the first of many town hall meetings Sunday. They are designed to inform residents of the party's work on the state, county, and federal levels of government. And Sunday's guests were town residents Ulster County Executive Pat Ryan and Tracy Bartels, chairwoman of the Ulster County Legislature.
I think it is good outreach for the Democrats in the county, and I think every season should be looked upon as a competitive season. But I also think even beyond the political season, just the idea, again, of engaging the public on the information exchange is what's most critical.
Republicans dominated the town until about 15 years ago, but now registered 1,800 to 1,900 Democrats outnumber about 900 Republicans. Hudson Air, the aviation division of Hudson EMS service, was expected to house 3 jets at Sullivan County International Airport shortly as the agency works to develop its World Aviation headquarters at the White Lake facility. County Legislature Chairman Rob Doherty says that will benefit the county immediately in terms of aviation fuel sales.
Last year they used 400,000 gallons of fuel, right? And obviously they don't use, buy it all from your home because, you're somewhere and you gotta get back home. But with 3 jets, we estimate well over 150,000 gallons. We only sell 78,000 gallons now. We'll triple our fuel sales while they build their permanent home.
Hudson Air had one jet stationed at Westchester County Airport until now. Eventually, they plan to house 5 jets and a helicopter. When Frontier Airlines began to operate from New York Stewart International Airport last November, they flew to Miami, Orlando, and Tampa. One of those routes was switched, said the airline's Will Evans Jr.
We found that there was more demand from the Hudson Valley to the Fort Lauderdale versus Miami, so it just made sense to move the operation.
Effective in May, the airline will be adding flights to Atlanta and Raleigh-Durham as well. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.